I put this on my Facebook status, but I want to thank everyone out there that has allowed themselves to be used as an instrument to help this servant of God that you see right here spread his goodness and how dope he is and how amazing my God is. And just thank you for pressing play, clicking play. And I just want to let you know that that video, by accident, because I'm not a technical gal, I don't know how to use these networks and websites and these gadgets and all that stuff. You have to give me like a crash course on it. A to B. That it was viewed almost 100 times, and that video was unlisted, which means that unless you have the direct link or you access it directly through my Facebook or you send someone the link, you can't view it. Like, you can't pull me up on YouTube for that video. You couldn't pull me up on YouTube and check out the video. So that was pretty amazing, and that was mind-boggling to me, and I'm just excited to see what else God has in store for me, for those who are jumping on this wagon with me. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for that. God bless all of you. All right, fairly quick, I'm sticking with the name La Holy Gangster. I don't care what anybody says about it. Family, friends, not family. That's my name. That name was given to me. I adopted that name. The name was given to me by some dear close friends of mine that figured that the name would be actually perfect for me. So taking everything that's been going on and all the changes and amazing things that God has been doing with me, and how I'm gonna go about all of this, and how much I love the urban life, I just decided to make it my own and run with it, and that's gonna be me. So there you have it. My name is Erica, aka La Holy Gangsta. My last vlog was just an introduction of what God's doing with me and the change that I have decided to make. I decided. It's not a religious based decision. Actually, I'm not a religious person. I'm far from that. I don't like it at all. I don't like rituals or anything that has to do with on time, a certain way, and all that stuff. So to me, I just want to explain to you in this vlog what it is to become a Christian. It's my opinion. It's how I'm going about it, based on how I was raised and based on my spiritual leaders, what I have learned, and how I've put everything into my own swag. So for me to become a Christian is actually a sign of letting go and letting God. By that I mean like an addict. Actually telling yourself that you can't do it on your own. And obviously in this world that's full of unfortunate events, it's very rare to trust someone with your life and to tell them, here, make decisions for me and do what you like with my life. So that is not the case. In my case, I'm not physically doing this for a physical person. So fortunately, but unfortunately, I was raised in the gospel, and fortunately I say because it's a blessing and it's an honor to live for him and know him at such a young age, because we're vulnerable, we're open to what adults tell us, especially our parents and those that we look up to and that are dear to us. And we're at that age where we absorb everything. That's why I say that it's awesome to teach kids foreign languages when they're young, because they catch it quick and they grow up knowing that. Of course, if you are constantly practicing that with them. So, and unfortunately, I said, because as a backslider, aka, or biblical word for it, a prodigal daughter, I will be held accountable for playing God and doing things and experiencing things and exposing myself to things that I shouldn't have. But I serve a merciful God, a forgiving God, a God full of grace, and I'm back, and I'm coming full force, and it's gonna be crazy. So it already feels crazy. So with that said, parents out there, I strongly encourage you to bring your child up in the ways of God. Teach him as much as you can. Teach him how beautiful the Lord is, and the sacrifice he did for us, and just how to be Christian-like, which Christ-like, which is what being a Christian is to be more like him. Going back to what I meant about taking the measures of an addict, is actually a recovering addict. By that I mean that I have declared to myself, and publicly obviously, that I am powerless over something that has had uttermost control over me. In my case, everyone has a different drug of choice. In my case, it was myself. Very strong character, a very big attitude. I'm very headstrong, strong-willed, stubborn. I'm extremely stubborn, and all of those can be good if you put them to work for Christ, and that's what I'm doing now. So beware. I was doing that not in the ways of Christ. I don't want to say that I was doing it the bad way or whatever, because some people might not see it that way, but just do it like that. I was doing it not in the way of Christ, which kind of had me in going around in circles, and I was like a little toy that you crank up and you just put it facing the wall, and it keeps going around and poof, hitting the wall, and poof, hitting the wall. That's how I was. You actually have to pick up the toy, turn it so that it can go where it has to go. I have decided for God to do that with me, for the Lord to do that with me. I have put myself through ups and downs, and my life has been a roller coaster, and I just find myself coming back to square one. I suffered mood swings, heartbreaks, depression. Believe it or not, I went through stages in my life where I was very depressed. A lot of people don't know that, but I did. And being on my own for a minute, I suffered from a lot of financial crisis, which really tore me apart. And statistics say that that's the #1 cause of a lot of breakups of any kind. So my decision to get up, I'm sorry, I have like my little notes here. Alright, so basically to me, I have put my hands up and I have surrendered. I figured if you don't linger around God things, what do you linger around, and what lingers around you if it's not positive, positive Christ-like things. So, I mean, some may say, yeah, I don't do bad things, I go to church, but to me, right now, it's about establishing a relationship with God. And for me, I'm the type of person that when I establish a new relationship, it's like I experience that love, that unconditional love, that I want to do everything for that person, and I want to talk about that person, I want to be with that person, I want to take that person everywhere with me, and I don't ask for anything in return. It's just the presence of that person and being with that person and listening to that person talk and getting to know that person. To me, that's enticing. That's a high. That's something that I take joy in, and I delight in that because I love to love. And I've noticed that God is a God of love, and what He did for us is without measure an action of love. And I have decided to do a 180 turn and give my back to all those not so positive things that I myself exposed myself to. And that I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed a lot of it, but that was my flesh, and I can now say that I'm not too proud of many things that I did, but the Lord has allowed me to move past that and I do not suffer from guilt. I do not suffer from letting anyone point their finger at me. I will not allow that. Through the power of God and the grace and mercy that He has over me, His forgiveness is sufficient and it satiates me, and I don't need anything or anyone else. At this point, He's going to provide everything that I need according to His will. So with that said, I just want to leave you with one verse, and it's actually the New Living Translation, which is I find better. It's more understanding. It's more understandable than the New International Version. So it's Romans 12:2, and it says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect." That to me, when I ran into that verse, first of all, the way I found that verse was I Googled verses that talk about God's will. So when I realized that it wasn't through my will, and I couldn't be making those drastic decisions that I was making in my life, that at first, yeah, it would kind of patch up what I was going through and the reason why I made the decision, but then it would just go back to square one, and I would find myself in a place where I don't want to forget about it, but I never want to go there again. I just want to talk about it and have people relate, talk about it. So when I realized that I had to give my everything up for God, my way of thinking, my actions, my way of speaking, everything started falling into place. And in very little time, guys, it's been amazing the change that I'm experiencing. I love it. I have peace, with myself. I can enjoy things around me, things that are outside of my circle. I'm just a big mush ball right now, a strong one. Don't get it twisted. And I'm getting along with people that I thought I would never get along with. God has taken people out of my life. God is giving me understanding of things that are happening around me, things that the old Erica wouldn't have taken so great before. And Jay Blaze is gonna kill me because this video is up to 13 minutes and I just can't figure to keep it under 10 minutes because it's just hard. So I'm sorry. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you with that. Sorry I couldn't get to you guys before. There's been a lot going on. I'm back with my family, for those of you who didn't know and wanted to know. Yes, we'll get into all those little details later on in the other vlogs. I just want you guys to know that it's only upward spiral. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend this beautiful book, Captivating. For the ladies, it's an awesome book. It's very relational. It goes for every and any girl out there, woman, young girl. Men, if you are a man and you want to understand us a little better, spiritual or not spiritual, if you are or not, pick the book up and read it, glance through it, read the back. This is gonna help you guys, help us figure out why we are the way that we are, and we're just so at times. And I just want to thank you guys again, and positive. Everything has to be positive around you guys. The music in the background is actually Christian hip hop, which is dopeness. It's got some swag in it that is like. I'm working for FNF Live, Jay Bleezy. Tayana, Maria, Finish Line, love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are the bomb. Hit me up if you guys need some new music out there, for those of you who are music lovers, musicians, and just got that in you. And if not, for now, put Pandora Lecrae, Tadashi, Triply. Just hit me up if you need any information. So